Hello everyone, and welcome to another live stream. Thank you for the 12 months, or for the year, Max Arceus. And thank you for all the support, you know, outside of that as well. Your mod work, everything. You missed the multiplayer stream, that's a shame. But yeah, it was a good stream, that one. That wasn't the last one, right? No, I think it was a week ago. Yeah, previous stream I did whatever else I did. I did the Jurassic Park thing. Thank you for the 4 months, Slime. I appreciate that very much as well. And good evening everyone else. I hope you've had a good week, good weekend. And I hope that you're well prepared for the next week. And if not, that I can at least provide a little bit of entertainment for tonight. I was in a place with 25 kilobits per second in the past week, so I missed 2 streams. Yeah, I did notice you weren't there. But, you know, they're on YouTube now, so you can watch them back if you want to. They're also still on Twitch. They're, I think, on 30 or 60 days on Twitch before they get deleted, so that, you know, you got some time, even if I don't upload anything to YouTube. What's up, Bellas Maxima? Not prepared at all. No, to be honest, I'm also not really prepared for next week. So that's something we got in common. Excited for Halloween, alright. Yeah, Halloween's not really a thing in the Netherlands. Like, some people may celebrate it, they may, you know, do a little bit of spooky decorations or whatever. But it's not really a thing here. At least in most places. I wasted my Prime sub on someone who moved to Facebook Gaming. Was it T90 or the Viper? Which are two quite prominent personalities in the Age of Empires 2 community who recently got bought out by Facebook Gaming. Now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have done the same. You know, if for some reason, which they never will because I'm not relevant enough, but for some reason Facebook Gaming offers me a lot of money, I'll take it. But still sucks for the community. Facebook Gaming, that's not just still a thing. It's a big thing, and you know, they're paying a lot of money for creators to come to the platform to stream on only their platform. You can still upload things to YouTube, but you can't stream on other platforms anymore. And yeah, people are annoyed by that, including you. And well, I never really watch the streams. I only watch the YouTube of T90 anyway. So for me, it doesn't really make a difference. But I understand why you're annoyed and why people are annoyed. I understand why T90 did it. It's funny because people on Reddit say, you know, T90 or the Viper both moved to Facebook Gaming. You know, they say they care so much about the community, but then they just move to Facebook Gaming. I'm like, well, you don't know how much they paid. Everyone has a sellout price. I have a sellout price. You know, if Atari pays me $10,000 to say how great RCT World is, I will do it. It's that simple. I won't, you know, that will never ever happen. But, you know, money is money. Yeah, if you get a lot of money from moving to Facebook, I won't blame you. For me it's even easier, since streaming is more of a side thing anyway. YouTube is my main thing. Especially in terms of revenue. My salad price is 69 euros. That's not a lot. Well, depending on what it is, I suppose. But yeah, now if someone offered me like, you know, 500 euros to move to Facebook Gaming for a year, I wouldn't do it. I think it easily would make the difference up. Hi Marcel, first time catching you live. My 4-year-old Jack loves watching your content and is addicted to RCT Classic because of you. Can he get a shout out, please? Shout out to Jack, who might be my youngest viewer. Not sure, but 4 is pretty young. And I think at that point we're starting to reach the limit at which age they can understand streams like this. So it's always funny to hear that. Because most people here are adults. You know, you play Roller Coaster when you're a kid or a teen. And if you did that 20 years ago, well, then you're an adult now. That's kind of how age works. So it's really good to hear that younger people are getting into Roller Coaster Tycoon. An adult, speak for yourself. I mean, mentally I'm pretty much a kid, but I'm 18 plus, so yeah, I'm an adult, technically. Okay, so you might have read the stream title. Instead of starting a GigaPark, it's really gonna be a Mega Park, but I already did a Mega Park, so I just wanted a different name. So I'm calling it a GigaPark. I'm not sure if it's gonna be any bigger, even though Giga is technically 1,000 times larger than Mega, but you know, whatever. No one ever builds a Kilo Park. 18 with 5 years of experience. 6 years. I beat Rainbow Valley today. I hated that. I can totally understand that. You know what a Kilo Park would be? I think that, this might be a Kilo Park. It's fairly big. It, you know, it's last week's stream. And also a Wednesday stream. This could be a kiddo park. It's fairly big. It's not monstrous, but you know, it's larger than your typical park. What about a Senti Park? What about a Nano Park? Oh, I know a Nano Park. Hang on. No, I just loaded. I think it's called Malice Manor. I should have 2 save files for that. Yes. This is a Nano Park. Oh, hey, I beat the goal. This is much smaller than Micro Park. This is the smallest park I have ever played and beaten. And yeah, it's small. It's very small. The goal here is to get 250 guests in 1 year, which is fairly tricky actually. Because of how little space you have. And there's also a limit, I think, on how high you can build. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, you can't build above tree height. So that's also another thing you have to deal with in this park. No, you can't buy any land. I mean, the plot is not very large in itself anyway. But this is a beautiful little park made by God knows who. I really have no idea. I just got it, you know, and played it several years ago. Imagine a park of 1 by 1 and you place a single stall facing the park entrance. And the goal is $1 on food sales. That's not gonna work. Can we see the Nano Park without anything in it? Sure. It should be somewhere here in my gigantic list of parks. I think it's probably in other parks. That's where most parks are. There we go. Malice Manor. It is 4. I thought 3. 4 by 10. So it's 40 tiles. Yes, you did see that correctly. And I'm not going to say that out loud for the sake of that viewer. But yeah, I got that. There are worse parks that I have from 4chan. So yeah, you know, I'll probably never play those on stream. What is it? I don't actually. I think it's just. I don't actually know what it is, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna show it because as I remember, it's not very family friendly. I'll send you it on Discord if you really want to know it. Anyway, let's get started on our GigaPark. And yeah, I have no. By the way, I have 0 plans for this at all. I about 2 hours ago I came up with the idea. I kind of just want to do a new mega park. Here's some music, which is nice. And the first thing we're gonna do is build an entrance. Now, what style should the entrance be in? By that I mean, like, is there a specific theming you guys would like? Last time I did basically generic, like, little bit of trees, little bit of flower beds, which is very nice. And I could do a bit of different theming. But first let's get rid of the entrance. Hang on. There we go. Why do I have to wait for Wednesday and Sunday to get my Marcel fix? I mean, there are plenty of live streams uploaded to my second channel. All theming, that's gonna be difficult. Mine theme, Eastern, spooky. I didn't think. Oops. I didn't think of spooky. Oh, I meant just the entrance line for this time. We could do spooky for Halloween. Oh, castle, that's nice. I'm gonna do castle theme for the entrance. That's a very nice idea. You know what? We don't need an entrance yet. I'm first gonna build a castle. I don't have medieval theming. Oh, I do. I think I have the entirety of it, so I'll use that. Is this with new save file? No, although I might upgrade to that if it comes out quick enough before I'm finished. How big is this park going to be? I have no idea. Okay, so can I generate some terrain? Okay, so the problem with that... can I actually... I can't do that, right? No, I need to actually make a new scenario for that. Okay, so the problem with terrain generation... It's great, don't get me wrong. Let's see, scenario editor, yeah, that doesn't care. Map generation, there we go. So, let's make this 254. Generate. Oh, whoops. Generate. Okay, now you get this. Let's make sure that we get, you know, that. And you get this type of terrain. Okay, let's do no trees. Then you get this type of terrain. I'm not really sure I like it. I prefer a flat park where I can alter the terrain myself. I'm not sure. Would you guys like it if I started off with something like this? There are a lot of parameters that you can alter, and I'm not sure how exactly they all work. There's a lot of stuff, you know. I like to just set them to the extreme and see what you get. For example, if you do this, you get a lot of... If you like do more octaves and, I don't know, a higher bass frequency, how high can that go? Oh, well, quite high. Up to 10. Okay, well, then you just get this, which is not particularly pretty. Yeah, height maps can be really good, though. I don't have a height map at the moment. We can do it. It's not actually a bad idea. Oh, thank you for the 2 subs, AGDO, or 2 gifted subs. It's very generous of you. And thank you for your own 2 months in a row. Thank you as well. Oh, look, extreme height. Yeah, basically. Nice for GigaPark. Yeah, no, this is not nice at all. This is not nice at all. So let's... Can I kind of reset all those parameters? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna redo this. Scenario editor. And then, you know what? Let's do all this first. Do we need to do this though? Because we can just do this later. Let's see. If I do... I kind of just want to get some music in the background. You know what? Well, we'll do this because this will be silent. I'm just gonna get my Spotify. Use this artist because I know his is, you know, copyright free. No issues with that. And then we got hi-fi. Now I don't want hi-fi. I want lo-fi stream beats. Thank you very much. He has he does have a playlist for that. There we go. Lo-fi. This is the same playlist that I use for my GeoGuessr streams and such. Alright, let's go. I kind of just want to have one of everything in this. To remove the terrain, you need to re-click on generate on a flat one. Well, removing the terrain was never the issue. The issue was, let's see, I want that one. The issue was getting the parameters all back to normal, which I didn't want to manually do. Because, je suis lazy. Now, this doesn't really matter what we do. Because ultimately we'll just be able to select more. But I kind of just want to have a general selection. I wish you could put this music on the Dodgems ride. Oh, you totally can. Oh, thank you for 5 gifted subs, Line. I appreciate that very much. Okay, let's do both Hyper Twister kinds. That's very generous. Where are we? It's kind of annoying to have non-selected only, because then I don't know where I... Apologies for that. I don't know where I left off. Let's do the harapin. Dedicated viewers will know why I pronounce it like that. Thanks for all the fun streams so far, Marcel. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Well, I mean, I already kind of knew that, but it's always glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I'm really not getting out of my words today. It's always fun to, you know, get it reiterated that people do really enjoy your stuff. Oh, this is interesting. We have the mini suspended coaster. And now I say that it is interesting because just today I recorded a video on the mini suspended coaster, you know, ride overview. Good morning, Marcel. I don't know if I'll be around long, but I'll enjoy while I'm here. Good morning to you, Henry. Music a little loud. I can turn it down a bit. Should be better now, or at least a little bit quieter now. We were also in the loud bit of the song as well. Thank you very much for the sub, Thendu. Did you see coasters? Did you see the coasters on Reddit? Oh yeah, I've seen that before, and I'm not sure if I've seen like if there was a post today. Even though I'm a mod on that sub, I don't do enough mod stuff. I should do more mod stuff on that sub. But anyway, that, you know, it's not the first time that someone's done that. Thank you for the follow, Nepful, and also 2 minutes ago, EJme518. All right. Let's continue this. Steeplechase. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, Max. We almost... Oh, we do now have a level 4. Level 3 hype train? I'm not sure. Were we on level 3 or are we going for level 3? I still don't really know how that works. Alright, suspended swinging. One advantage of my new sleep schedule is the Marcel streams. The new sleep schedule means, I think means you wake up earlier, right? You're in New Zealand, I think it's like 12 hours difference. Yeah, so it must be that you wake up earlier, which is good. Waking up early is healthy. So good for you. I have a question. Do you guys think that if someone says good for you, that it sounds patronizing? Because, of course, it depends on how you say it, but I kind of do, but some people say that when they actually mean it. I suppose it might be a difference between British and American English as well. I was watching a VOD on YouTube and ran into you saying you live in Groningen. It surprised me. There is a big chance I can see your home from my apartment. That might... How... Wait a minute. How tall is the building you live in? I mean, Groningen is a fairly large city and a lot of homes aren't like 10 stories tall. 14th floor, you can't see that far. Well, you might be able to though. Let's see, Crooked House, I don't need all those variations, that's boring. I say this, we're never gonna use them, we might still do. You know, if you guys request it. By the way, I altered some of the channel. Oh, I was gonna say something, but this is more important. Thank you very much for another 5 gifted subs. 2 meter Eric. You gifted one to the dragon god Neroth, aka Neri, which is funny. Because he himself has gifted like 100 subs to the channel. As if he can't afford his own. I mean, you didn't do it on purpose, you just, you know, did net random people, I presume. Alright, chairlift, we only need that one. We only need one. Miniature railway. Okay, so a week ago, I randomly raided a streamer / YouTuber called Brian Andrelsig. Yes, I asked him how to pronounce... Oh, I already did coasters. I asked him how to pronounce his last name. Yeah, it's Polish, so that doesn't really come easily to me. And I found out on YouTube he does in-depth theme park reviews. And it's pretty good. I've watched 2 of them, including his latest, which he did with the creators of the park. Not theme park reviews, I mean like Roller Coaster Tycoon park reviews. And he is an actual theme park designer. So he has quite a bit of insight on stuff like that. Which is really cool. So yeah, go, you know, watch him, subscribe to him if you find it interesting. What are we doing today? See the title of this stream. Okay, I'm just gonna select all the stalls. No, not custom. Hang on, did I actually select a custom one? Yes, I did. I need to do non-selected only. Whee! Oh, I can't do them all. Okay, I don't need all of them. That's a bit too much. Yeah, I don't need those obscure ones. I do want all the standard ones. Yeah, you know, the Neptune seafood stall, that's... You don't need that. And the meatball soup stall. Alright, let's go. We probably can deselect a few more. We don't need that one. You forget food stalls half the time anyway. Now, I don't really forget food stalls. I forget exit lines. Let's see, do we have any other that we can kind of deselect? No, I think I want these all. Alright, so let's go to everything again. We only need 1 toilet. Alright, we got 122. That's good. And I want all these spots. Then, alright, I need to do themes. We need the Neptune food stall. No, we don't. Also, I wonder, can we reach the level 5 hype train? That happened once before. And level 4 is still amazing, though. But, you know, for the start of the GigaPark. Okay, I definitely need medieval theming, otherwise I can't do the castle thing. What I was gonna say, by the way, before those another 5 gifted subs happened. I altered some of the channel points. And another 5 gifted subs happened. I need to talk about channel points more often. See if it works again. So I altered some channel points. No, seriously, thank you very much, Praetor Phoenix. For the 5 gifted subs. And thank you for the gifted sub as well, Max. You gave one to Billy Asco, or Bilky Asco. Now, we know who that is. And we know that he's watching right now, which is interesting. And funny. What's up? If you don't know who he is, you know, another Roller Coaster Tycoon streamer. Thank you for the 100 bits, Kangi, and we reached a level 5 hype train. Thank you all very much for the support, and I'm just getting started making this scenario. Space theming. Oh, we got 19 now. But, you know, we can always oh, we definitely need mine, though. Okay, screw space. Thank you as well for the 100 bits, Magizmo. Too late for level 5, but here I am. Well, we're still on level 5. The hype train's still going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But you only will hear that after it's gone, because delay. We don't need Wild West. We'll do mine. Oh, mechanical. I want all of mechanical. Mechanical is important. Choo choo. Thank you very much. Only 3 to 4 seconds. Okay, what else do we not need? I kind of like all of these, but I kind of want the entirety of... Creepy. Oh, I kind of want the entirety of mechanical. Where was it? Alright, then we'll do creepy. If we want specifics, you know, we can always switch them out. Traditional park entrance. Now, if we're gonna hide it, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Although we can, you know, do a Dark Age one. That's more costly, I suppose. Yeah, that'll be fine. Natural water, yeah, don't need anything else. Alright, landscape editor. Should I make a watercolor pool? I think we should go with natural. We can always change it later anyway. Wait, can't increase the map size. What do you mean can't increase it? Oh, I did 254 and 253 is the max. And apparently it doesn't default back to 253. Here it even says 254. Oh, and it's bigger now even. It is actually 254 now. Wait, that's weird. Let's see. Alright, let's do the... What if we just do this? What do we get? Oh, this is much too hilly though. You do get some interesting landscapes. I like the first one because it had two different... Okay, it's kind of a graphical glitch, but yeah, it has two different terrain textures. Things are tough. Marcel is streaming, Verstappen will race soon, and my soccer team will play. All at the same time. I like this, but it's much too hilly. Oh, these are still on what I set them on. Well, let's bring them down. Hang on, what happens if I do it now? Okay, no, it doesn't have effect on that. It only has effect on this. Okay, I do want these two terrains though. Okay, this is not good. It shouldn't be that high. This is not nice either because the edge of the lake is like... There should be one level of difference in the height. Which isn't the case, and that's why it looks weird. Maybe it's because of the low amount of octaves. Okay, I kind of... There's one thing I don't like about this. And that is that I barely have any underground space. So, let's increase that. Let's go to 15 units. And the height to 22. Oh. Okay. Then we automatically, apparently, get a lot more variation. Hang on. What happens if I do the high lower? I've never used this before like this, so I'm very much experimenting. Okay, definitely need this some higher if I want any kind of water. Okay, that's too much. Okay, that's a little bit better. Map generator gameplay. Yeah, I know, right? I still don't like it. It's still too much. So what if we do the base frequency even lower? Does that help? Yes. This does help. What would you guys say if we took this and placed the entrance like here, kind of in this valley? Would you guys like that? Kind of looks weird without the trees. Yeah, but if I do trees, it's kind of odd. Then, you know, it's too many trees. If it's trees, it fills the entire thing with a lot of trees. More water, more trees. I mean, this is way too many. I don't like that. But yeah, more water is not a bad idea. So what if I make the water level 1 higher? That's not bad. Okay, what we could do is place the entrance here. Like somewhere here. I mean, it's never gonna be perfect, is it? So... yeah, I don't know. The terrain generation back right... I don't really want the entrance in a corner. Alright, let's go with this. We can of course always alter the terrain. Okay, this is hype map stuff. We can always alter the terrain later. So let's actually build the entrance now. I don't know, there. I can always, you know, put that in a different spot later. That doesn't really matter. Okay, this will be our default path, which is different than the last one. I like this. Thank you. The modern leaper. Leaper? I don't know. Okay, that's good. Right, I should give myself all the land. There have been people that complained that 64 by 64 isn't big enough. Hell, why? Okay, there is a kind of a glitch now. But the 64 by 64 isn't big enough of a paintbrush. For some reason. Why can't I use it? It's kind of glitching out in some spaces, but yeah, if I go to the edge of the map, it's kind of glitching out. But it works if I go slowly. I could also just use the cheat own all land. Can you plant some trees? You set it to 64 by 64 and low density. Oh, that's not a bad idea. First I want all land. There we go. I think I now have all land. Oh no, there's still a corner there. For which we don't need such a large brush. But it's not working at all here. What if I just do, I don't know, like 4? Okay, that's working. Good enough. That's all land. Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. Wait a minute. Do I own that now as well? Yeah, I shouldn't. Let me take that back. I shouldn't own that, because then it kind of doesn't work anymore. You see, there's no entry point anymore. That got removed when I started to own that. Okay, trees. I like this one. Let's do a 64. That's high density. That's low density. That does add a lot. Now, it won't be the same density everywhere because, you know, I don't click an even amount of times everywhere, but it'll be fine. Let's do this tree as well. We got some nice big lakes. I like that. It's kind of like the Great Lakes of America. Alright, and one more there. Let's do one more tree type. Let's pick a kind of a darker one. That one. Come on, work with me. I like big lakes and I cannot lie. Nice. Some bushes as well. I can try that. But just in case it doesn't really work, I'll save it. Save landscape. GigaPark. So that we can load it if this screws it all up. Oh my god, it did this glitchy stuff. I might try to fix that. I'm not sure if they will need to fix it. Yeah, that's not something I can fix by just redoing the selection or whatever. Okay, I've got a bush here. Okay, yeah, I need to remove those on the water. I'm not really sure those bushes really work. Maybe I just picked the wrong time of bush. The wrong type of bush, but Yeah, now let's load that. There we go. I think this works. I mean, I'm planning to build all over this anyway. So I think this works well enough. Let's go to this. Move all items to the top. You know what? I want to work with money. If the bushes don't work, try the Obamas. What if I try the Buchanans instead? From a long time ago. I do want money, so I'll give myself a lot of cash to start out with. 100,000. I mean, I can always cheat in more if I need it. No, not really money constraints. It's just that, you know, someone mentioned to me today on Discord that they want to start a GigaPark series. Which might be where I unconsciously got this idea from again. That wasn't on purpose, but... yeah, a loan doesn't matter. I want a loan. And they said that they were going to do it with money. Because apparently people like seeing all the money stuff happen. And I do. I like seeing all the money stuff happen. Okay, our guests are going to be filthy rich. So that they can afford to spend a lot of money. Of course, we're going to use the money plugin. The right price plugin. Oh, can't be richer than 1,000. Alright. And no preference here. Of course, paper right. And we're going to do hot and dry because I don't like rain. I mean, I might just cheat it to always be sunny. And let's go to objective selection. You know what? Let's set a goal. Let's see if we can meet this without trying. We got 25 years to get 5,000 guests. Let's see if I can even spend 25 hours building this park on stream. I think we got to 25 last time. Yeah, all the parks is fine. GigaPark. GigaPark. Park details. What shall I enter here? GigaPark. And save scenario. GigaPark. Alright. That's the music gone. And the Rollercoaster Tycoon music is back, baby. Alright. It's in other parks under other parks. And it's could be called GigaPark. There we go. Imagine getting a contract to sign and it just says GigaPark. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me very much of Hermit Call for some reason. Like something that Mumbo and Korean would do. They sign a contract and would just say GigaPark. Or, well, Gigabase. You know, you got the Hermit, you got the bottom Gigabase. That's not gonna stay there. But it does provide music. It's a little quiet, isn't it? I think that's because I made it quiet. No, it should be alright. I think I made it quiet for some recording, but no, I didn't, apparently. Is it me or does it just seem quiet? Is it quiet? Can you add a mod plugin to give the park a test mode too? Nice. Oh, pick a coaster type for me to build. The merry-go-round must be salmon. I mean, I deliberately disabled that one, so no. Are they... Lol, they're trapped. Because I don't... I want this to be a semi-serious mega park. I mean, I can make this salmon. It's gonna go anyway. That's fine, though. Wait, color of your right of your choice is still in there? I thought I disabled that. Hang on. Let me take a look at that. That should have been disabled. Or did I just disable the wrong one? Let me check. Channel points. Okay, I only disabled name a ride of your choice. Oh, I enabled the wrong one, because name a ride of your choice is fine. I just don't want the colors. I wanted the... Yeah, I just enabled the wrong one. And also... I increased the... delays between them. You can only have me build a coaster once every 2 hours now, instead of every 45 minutes. Because it's gonna take me a lot longer time to build a coaster. Drown a guest of your choice. 1. Alright. There he goes, which is I think Bernie's D. If I remember correctly. Yeah, Max can refund himself. And I did fulfill Jacob's request because this is salmon pink now, which is fine because it's gonna go anyway. And you know it's very small anyway. But I hope you understand that I don't want a lot of salmon pink rides in a somewhat serious mega park. Okay, actually this should be closed and all the guests should be gone because yeah, I'm gonna remove that. And you know what? They can stay, but I want to. I need to build a castle around it. Now the question is, can I build a castle? What if we build 2 towers like that next to each other? The 2 towers. I need to remove these trees, obviously. Now, I am not good at this stuff, but I'll try to make this castle-like. Let's see, that's first the basic outline. Don't forget the moat around the castle. Not a bad idea. Good place to kill guests. And of course we want the inside to be not grass, but you know, can fix that later. And let's make sure that I don't own any of that land inside it. Like that. Perfect. And okay, then the moat, which can be too wide. Doesn't need to be very deep because no one can swim anyway. One side is wider than the other, is it now? Oh, look at that, it is. You're absolutely right. Alright, time to fix that. Yeah, I'll fix that later, but I'll already fix it in the moat. This one needs to be 1 wider. It's fun because I had no idea that I would end up doing a terrain generation for this mega park. I went into it blind. The towers should be rotated 1 bit. They have a sticking out chapel window. Oh, yeah, you're right. I see. But first let's do the water. No, 1 lower. There we go. Let's also do some terrain edges. How about we make that whatever. What is this actually? Is this wood? I already spent 26k on this. This is way too much. Okay, you know what? Guests can enter now. A moat is just a combination guest drowning pool and a reptile petting zoo. Nice. Alright, show map, because I don't want that land. There we go. Need to remove that. And then rebuild it. Thank you for the 100 bits, Henry. Have fun. I've got to do some 3D modeling. Well, good luck on that. Alright, we now have this. This is not symmetrical at all. Let's make this symmetrical. That was costing a lot of money, but that's fine. And yes, I need to rotate. Wait. Oh, you can rotate towers. Good. Okay, perfect. And of course, we need some towers on the corner. Or do I need to rotate them another 180 degrees? So that, you know, you see them when you get into the park. Okay, you know what? Cheats. Can I just remove park fences? Oh, hang on. I need to do that with a tile inspector. Thank you for the follow, Greased Socks. Tile inspector. Hang on. Oh, it now highlights when you have it selected, which is interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. They must have added that recently. Okay, now we don't have the ugly park fences in the way. Pretty offensive. Nice pun, I suppose. And then that one. And then on that one. Are you guys enjoying this at the moment very slow live stream? No, it's not that not a lot of is happening, of course, but you know, I haven't built a single proper ride yet. Ah, you guys are enjoying it. By the way, don't feel afraid to say that you prefer the ones where it's faster, if you do. That's absolutely fine. But you know, we have more than 200 viewers, which doesn't happen very often, so I suppose I'm doing something right. It's my first time here and I'm having a blast. Thank you. The people that didn't enjoy it left already. That's not entirely true. You know, you can enjoy it less, but still enjoy it. I'm happy that we have guests in the park. You know, the rowing of guests, you know, the crowd sound or whatever you want to call it, gives some nice life to the park. Are these in the same spot? Yeah, I think they are. I think they are exactly opposite. Yes. Fill the moat with boat hires. You know, I can do something like that. I can make crocodiles there. I'm currently too sleepy to build my own park, so this is perfect. Nice. At least build a path to the merry-go-round. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. You know, this path is kind of special because, as you may notice, on hilly bits, stairs, it automatically generates these like fire things where you can put fire in. Or torches. It's very neat. Thank you for the Prime sub, Piano Josh. Let me guess. You play the piano. Made a poll so everyone who wants to complain anonymously can do so. You know, I had a comment yesterday on my minigolf overview that said all the top level players are actually building beautiful parks. This high, you know, this overanalyzed nonsense is basically a terrible way of playing. I'm paraphrasing, I don't exactly remember the comment. But that's a sentiment I've heard before. 3 people have said too fast. I'm not gonna go any slower. Let me add some more of that. Oh, you can only have 2, of course. Well, then the middle will just have none, I suppose. You know what, I'll just add another path here. There we go. How am I? I'm pretty good, Jeremiah, thank you. Well, things have been on my mind. One of those things is that... Alright, that doesn't work. I don't think my current schedule of a video every Monday and a video like I'm doing it right now every Monday and every Thursday is sustainable, if I'm honest. In terms of time it takes me to create them, sure, that's perfectly sustainable. But it's the creative aspect of it that's a bit straining on me at the moment. I'm having trouble not really coming up with ideas for videos so much, but actually writing them. And, well, you know, it's kind of important as well. Can we stack these nicely? No, we can't. Okay, but I can build some, I don't know, some highs here. There we go, some highs. Can I do it on the other side as well? Yeah, sure, why not? Thank you for calling them highs. Not the only one. I just like doing it because of the noise from people. But yeah, I was thinking that to make it creatively easier on me... Let's see, what can we add here? Some kind of fountain still. For statues. To make creative easy on me, I was thinking I might just start... What I've talked about before is starting a Let's Play series of every scenario. Nah, these don't fit well here. But the thing about that is that it's something that I've never done before, and I'm kind of thinking about, well, you know, can I actually do it right, and will it be good enough? Add some shops, that's not a bad idea. The only unfortunate thing is that I just disabled those, but I can, you know, re-enable them. Object selection. There we go. And the other one. It would not be your style. No, but the thing is, I can't, you know, keep doing this forever, what I'm doing right now. Because while the idea well isn't empty at all at the moment, or even near empty, you know, in a year from now it will be a lot closer to empty. Stalls outside of the entrance. I don't think it works, but it looks nice. And, you know, if I add a right there, I don't think there's enough space for that. If I did do a playthrough of all the scenarios, it would be kind of still in my style with a lot of tips. You know, I would, you know, do the double path trick. I would talk about it. I'm struggling what I should add here. How about a couple of trees there? Oh, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, Slager. I noticed... Hang on, didn't you get one earlier during someone else's 5 gifted subs? Now you're just giving back to the community. I think I remember your name being there. A mini castle in the middle. What I can do... Why didn't I give the gifted sub? It's pretty random. I can do that. I'm not sure how well that fits. LEDs fit. What if I do grey here? I don't know. And if I do that... Yeah, this is not too bad. I kind of like that. I happen to have been to a real castle like this 2 days ago. A symmetrical maze could look well. Not sure how well it would look in this area, because there's not a lot of space here anymore. Yeah, no, symmetrical maze doesn't really work since I have the path in the middle. Trebuchet topspin. But I would have put it right here. There's no space for that, because the walls are on that tile as well. Thank you for the follow, Joe37, and also earlier, Niklowicz. Oh, and thank you for another gifted sub, Max. Oh, you gifted one to Jeroen. It's very kind of you. Well, the walls aren't necessarily the wrong way around. That you know, if I place the walls here, they kind of hang over the side, which doesn't really work. Also, it kind of looks ugly with that, with the towers. So far I'm not unhappy with this though. What if we do like this fountain here, and then this fountain here to make it ever so slightly asymmetrical. And then we'll do a few taller trees there. Yeah, that's not bad. I kind of like this. We'll do some more trees here. I must say I quite like this. Some flower gardens. I can probably still add those. What if you move out the towers one block to make them stand out more? Let's see. I do think that then we're going to have the problem with that this doesn't look very nice in the moat. You know, if I place the tower here and then do, you know, that's what you wanted. It kind of works with the moat actually. Now that there's a tower on it, it kind of works. Yeah, who do you guys like it? If so, I can potentially, if I make the moat one wider, I can make the moat one wider and then it'll work. Maybe a 2x2 tower. Maybe, but then I would have to make the moat. Oh, hang on, what? If I... Yeah, you're right. If I just do that, and then... Ooh, yes, I like that. That looks very fortified. Yes, that was a very good idea. And then, kind of don't want to make this a 2x2 tower. I think I'll keep this a 2x1. You know, just to give the impression that's kind of going on the map, and also it ruins this perfect thing which you have going on there. Hang on, can I do that like that? Did that work? No, that did not at all raise the cracked land. Would have been simpler if I just did it in 3 tiles of 1. Oh well. There we go. Thick towers. And then I also, of course, I'll make this one go out one more. Oh, hang on. What if we do that? Ooh, I like this. I really like this. Someone said only make the moat wider. Yes, Slime said it. Around the towers. I think then the moat becomes weird. I think the best idea is to make it one wide. Don't worry, it's going to be one wider. This is just a quick way to do it. I think it's the best to just make it one wider everywhere. And then that. Yeah, I might need to give myself some extra money, because the way I do this is very expensive. There we go. Thank you for the follow, BBK83. And if I now do this, there we go. I think this looks wonderful. Oh, we need to actually do the terraining. There we go. And that side. Like that. Ask a geography question. Go ahead. I mean, from this side, this looks kind of weird, but we're never going to get rid of this like distinction between the two edges. That's just going to be there. From this side, I really, really like it. Make a miniature train that goes through the moat. That's not a geography question. What? Now, what I was actually planning to do... The wood on grass does look kind of gross, though. I can change that. Or, I can change that. What if we just make this side normal terrain? I kind of like it. I really like it wood where it goes onto the castle. It really does look very nice. Hang on, who said... Especially for someone who's not a scenery pro. Oh, thank you, Multiple Smiles. And Sabrina. I'm not done yet, though. What I was gonna do is... Well, first let's save. GigaPark. Easy. I was gonna do object selection. And then water rights. And then I was gonna do this one. Because there's a crocodile boat here. And what? I'm gonna use cheats for this. 0 clearance. And then we're gonna do 1 crocodile boat. And we're gonna do it... hang on. Show all operating modes we need. And then we're gonna do... boat hire mode. Oh. Doesn't really matter. This is just... Yeah, no, this just is below the water. You can't see it. Okay, this needs to be a tile higher. Oh, hang on. I know what I can do. Show tile inspector. And then I can just lower it just enough. Oh, right. I need enters and exit. Allow building track at invalid heights. Oh, I need to raise that again first. Before I can build the enters and exit, apparently. There we go. And now... Tile inspector again. Now these... Oh, I have them again. Good. Let's make them invisible. Now, what? Can you make a free chairlift that starts in the castle and ends up in the park? I mean, it's not really gonna work. Guests can't enter rides when they're outside of the park, I think. Thank you for the follow, by the way, G Panta. Okay, it still says it has no entrance. While it clearly does. That's annoying. Okay, hang on. What if I just do that? Now I didn't do any... What's this for kind of bug? That's very odd. I just needed to spawn a boat. That's very weird, isn't it? They don't need a complete track when you have them in the correct game mode, correct ride mode. Oh well, screw this. I can't get it to work. Maybe it's a bug in this version or something. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that anymore. Okay, I think then this is about done. Oh, try making a boat hire and cheating crocodile boats on. That's actually a much better idea. And you can do that easily. There we go. Crocodile boats. Luckily this is in alphabetical order. Makes it a lot easier. And then we're gonna do bada bing. And bada boom. And we got ourselves a crocodile. That worked. Thank you for the tip, Dudder. I completely didn't think about that. I mean, it's clearly not a crocodile, but a ride. But, you know, I like it. Do we want another one on the other side? Do you guys think that that's... or is one enough? How many guests has this had? Ah, 124 already. More crocodiles, but not symmetrical. I can do that. Although it does eat into our ride slots. Can I make that? Hang on. Oh, whoops. If I go to object selection and I go to custom advanced and I search for crocodile. Okay, we have some custom crocodiles. Okay, we don't have... I was thinking maybe we have this as a senior item, but I kind of want to do NCSO. Yeah, I can always remove them. That's a good idea. That's a good point. And this is rather quick to be done anyway, luckily. How did it go again? Like that. And then we do that. Then we do that. Then we take the tile inspector. And there's another one. Yeah, boat hires don't have test modes. I don't think boat hires can have multiple stations. But I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they could. Well, let's give it a shot, shall we? Oh. Well, you look at that. Not that that will work, because that's not how trains spawn. So that doesn't work, but it is interesting. Boat hires can have many stations. Well, I think you'll find that the limit is 4, because that's kind of the limit on just everything in the game. Well, everything with stations, and only on the number of stations. So only a limit on one, whoops, only a limit on one particular thing, but I just said everything. Alright, let's do one more on the other side. Now at this speed, we might not get 5,000 guests in 25 years. Because remember, this scenario has a goal. That's fine though. We can always cheat in those guests just to get the goal. Or, you know, just enable the cheat that allows us to pass the goal. No, we don't need music. It's not going to be opened anyway. Can we find test mode for boat hire in area 51? Maybe, but, you know, we didn't storm it when we said we were going to. I was there. I was ready to storm it, but you guys failed. I blame you guys for not having test mode on boat hires. Alright, that's the entrance. All done, I suppose. Well, actually, I do say that. I was gonna add some flower beds, which I never did. So, how about those right here? And then, we can alter those. Yeah, I like that. Spam the duck button. Create ducks. Ooh, that's a lot of ducks. Hello. How you doing? They're very talkative. Or very ticklish, I suppose, because when I click on them, they make a noise. Alright, I think it might be time to remove the merry-go-round. Well, you know, we'll let it, actually. I kind of want some... Well, no, I need to remove it. I want some plaza here. But I also want some music. So I'm gonna build another one in a different place. So that, you know, we can have our plaza. Then I'm gonna remove this one. There we go. Hey Andre, what's up? How you doing? And let's put a no entry sign on there. So that guests will start going away. There we go. Ah, there's the ducks from the other side. Okay, if I want some plaza here, I need to alter the land a bit. I still have half the money left that I started with. Let's not forget to enable that. Whoops. I mean, that's expensive. Also, where are the little things saying this costs me money? This is quite a buggy iteration of Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. I think that might be enough for a plaza. We'll see. Disabled in options. No, that's not even a thing you can disable. You know, the red money thing floating away when you build something, that's original. The only thing that's here in the options is whenever guests spend money, such as when they go on a ride. That's extra and that comes from Classic. But you know, it's entirely gone. That's weird. Wasn't it there earlier today when I did some testing for the mini suspended overview? Posted 2 screenshots in the coaster games of a cursed coaster game channel of a cursed chairlift. Let me see. Is it going to outside? Oh, yeah, but it's going to outside the park. Like, can guests get on it? I don't want to build it here anyway, because this is pretty much finished. Might be part of the code that thinks the park has infinite money. But I've never had that turned on. What if I just turn it off and on? Does that work? Nope. I think it's just a bug. Yeah, you definitely saw it earlier. I think I did as well. But infinite money isn't on. It doesn't really matter. Because I'll turn infinite money on if I need to. I mean, I turned it on to build a very big mountain in my last... Mega Park. Alright, let's do a proper plaza here. The guests get on before entering the park and are transported into the park. Once they exit within the park, you can pick them up, but the guest counter is still at 0. They are stuck on the one tile walking back and forth. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's use... What do I want? I want this. And I want that. Now we need a little wall around that. Like so. And then we'll do fountains and all that kind of stuff. What if we raise it even higher? Nope. Hey, there it is again. It works on the water. The red money thingies. Yeah, it's back. Does it work on that? Hey, it works on that as well. That was weird. Came back when you placed the path. It's back on everything. And the green as well. And that's entirely normal, because, you know, that's how it works. Yeah, I didn't even realize it, because, well, it's so normal. You don't see it anymore if you're so used to it. Yeah, sure, you can come here if you want to now. There we go. We already have 76 guests. Maybe it doesn't work on further zoom levels. Well, it doesn't work on this, but that's never worked. But yeah, it works fine now on this one. At the moment, I'm going in the very same direction I went in for the previous Mega Park. Not with the entrance area, but with the entrance plaza. We spent almost 65k just on aesthetics. Well, most of it is wasted on landscaping. Like, this doesn't cost very much to do, but I do it very inefficiently because I don't care about money. Do we have some kind of medieval stuff? I mean, this is kind of a more wooden-like bench, I suppose. I'm going to do it differently than last time, though, because last time I put all the stalls around this, immediately around this. Now I'm gonna keep a level between it and put the stalls more on the outside. Thank you very much for the Prime sub, Weetrick. Make a cool stall building. Oh, you know what I can do? Make kind of 2 cool stall buildings. Yes, I have an idea in my head. And look at that. Path trick. Double path trick, baby. Look at that. Isn't there a medieval theme items in the Time Twister DLC? There is. But I think I'm just gonna use this one. Also, not the entire park is gonna be medieval themed. It's gonna be a lot of different areas. It's just the entrance that's medieval themed. Okay, and then if we do that... no, that's not perfect at all. That... That. The entrance is the best, some of the best theming you've done yet. Thank you. I'm not sure I agree, since I did some pretty decent theming in the Mega Park. Especially like the mine areas there. But I do think that this is some of my better theming I've done. Beautiful pathwork, thank you. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have some areas on the outside here with some stalls. And we're going to build like a little building around that. Well, little, you know, maybe big. I'm not sure. Alright. Some more path trickery. And then we're going to build shops on the end of this. And then I'm going to build a path around that. Okay, so this is going to be the shoppy bit, and the other bit is going to be the useful bit. So basically the non-food bit. I said shoppy bit, but this is stalls. So we're going to have 6 different food stalls. This one. And we need chips, or fries, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, I don't really like the sub sandwich stall. Even though I do like Subway. What else? Pretzels, they're medieval, right? Medieval enough. This is not even going to be necessarily medieval themed, but whatever. We need some other drink stuff. What else can you drink? I like lemonade. Alright, then try to build some stuff. Some building around it. That's going to be tricky. Did I? I don't think I've implemented the watch time command. If I remember that, I can try to still do it. What if we use... Is that a corner piece? No, it is not. Oh, hang on. What if we do those? Like, there. And then... Will this work? I wonder if this'll... I mean, it'll work, but I wonder if it'll look good. That's more, well, not if I do that. Did I even... No, I didn't build it high up enough. That's the height it needs to be at. Otherwise it doesn't fit above the stalls. How tall is that? I ideally want to have it too tall. Not too tall, but too, as in TWO. What kind of... We could use just bricks. Make this very, what's his name? Fluxtrans-like? I always hate how high above the stall you have to build. Not all of them. Some are not very tall. Like, the cash machine. You can actually... It just doesn't work at all. Like, if you build a proper roof out of that... Just comes right through it. Toilets as well, I think, are not very tall. But, yeah, the cash machine could do it being a bit taller. What if we just leave it like this? like some kind of unfinished film studio building. Like that they use for sets where the building needs to fall over or whatever. Don't worry, I wasn't planning to. Where's the bit... Okay, if we want to do this, we can only do that. That doesn't make a lot of sense, but... I want to have the bricks. And we have slightly fewer options. But that'll be fine. And then... like that. And then we can... Yeah, no, that doesn't really all look all that good now, does it? What if we make this out of windows? Oh yeah, that's one problem. Around the stalls. That's too many windows. I don't know if I like this building. I can make it one larger though. It looks like a barn. It looks very much like a barn. I have an idea. Let's get rid of this. And let's make it larger. And let's maybe use... What if we use this steel lattice work? And make it kind of much more see-through. This is not a nice color for it, but that's fine. Yeah, no, I do think we need to work on the outs, on one tile closer and just on the outside of the tile. What if we do white? I'm just kind of experimenting here. Taking my time. Then another layer. You know, the nice thing about this is that I can easily, I don't know, put this in between. I have no idea if this is gonna look any good. You know what sometimes can help with a themed park? Choose a color theme. Something that comes back all the time in between areas or even in themed areas. Color combination, maybe striped, 2-3 colors in a certain pattern. Something like that. That's not a bad idea. Now, what is a good color theme? I mean, this is hella ugly what I've built here. I think we can all agree on that. That doesn't look good. And, you know, I was planning on putting some kind of roof on this, of course. Like some kind of roof like this. It does look a little bit better. But it still doesn't look all that great. We could pick a color scheme. We could pick like 3 colors. What's a good one? I like yellow. But then again, if we're going yellow and white, for example, this is gonna be incredibly fluxtrance. Because yellow, white and brick is basically just fluxtrance. By the way, if you don't know what fluxtrance is, let me show you. It's kind of the original GigaPark series on YouTube from like 2012. And I happen to have the park. And yeah, this is fluxtrance. And I think you can see what I mean. This is... yeah, especially, you know, white and brick. Or whatever that... kind of salmon pink though, that roof color. Is incredibly fluxtrance. And I'm not sure how many people actually use the term, but I'm pretty sure that quite a few people actually... you know, if you build kind of in this style, basically, you know, a lot of this kind of roof, that roof piece... if you use that a lot, then some people will refer to it as the fluxtrance style. I mean, it's wonderful. Look at that building. That's an entrance. Yeah, it's kind of Mediterranean. It's kind of reminds me of Tenerife when I was there. That's not in the Mediterranean, but still Spanish. Yeah, Flux should do more RCT stuff, but you know, people have moved on. He's moved on. Shall we delete this? Or do you guys like this? I'm not sure if I like it. I don't think I do. But what other building could I build there? It's funny because a while ago Cody struggled with the same thing. Building a building for his food buildings. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Alright. Try trees for covering. I kind of want a building though. Because a building is nice. Although what I can do, I can just try to keep it a lot smaller. What if I just do that? Or is that too tall? This looks very weird. Maybe if I just... Hang on. How about that? Cover footpaths, not stalls. Stalls? Stalls. That's actually not a bad idea. I might have done... I think I did that in my first Frontiers Park. A long, long time ago. But, I think the color options is a good. What if you zero clearance? I don't really like using zero clearance for that kind of stuff. Especially because it tends to glitch. I like to avoid using zero clearance as much as possible. Currently, I haven't used it at all. I did try to use it to get these crocodiles to work, but the way I did it is without. I was thinking a 4x8 building, length of building. 3 stalls next to each other, double path, 3 stalls width, 2 paths in between. 4 into a building. No, I'm not really getting it. I do like how these stalls look. Avoid boxes. Yeah, I know that. I know that from Minecraft. Okay, what if we go orange and green? Now, there's a horrid color combination. I do like my orange, though. What if we go orange and yellow? Orange and yellow looks nice. And then white. I mean, this looks okay. This looks pretty good, actually. It means that you break up the stalls, adds the ability to have walls in between so it does not look like floaty in the middle. So this works. I appreciate the idea, Cringe, but I kind of like that this works. Green and salmon pink. Hang on, that's wrong. Okay, this does not look nice. There are worse color combinations, but yeah, nope. And now, of course, I forgot who said it, but someone reminded me that that you shouldn't cover the stalls, but the shop, but the path instead. Alright, then let's do the same on the other side. Now the funny thing is, we can just build this first. And then we don't even specifically need to do the path trick. Because it's already kind of done for us. Wait, no, this isn't 2 tall. There's only 1 tall. And... okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pick that one. Now, if I want to perfectly mirror it... I didn't perfectly mirror it. Oh, hang on. I got... this is annoying. So, you notice that this one has yellow on the inside and orange on the outside. I was like, okay, I'll rotate it 180 degrees. It still has yellow on the inside and orange on the outside. And the same goes for the other way. You can only ever have yellow on the same side. I never knew that. Can I drown a guest? I can, but without spending channel points, you cannot pick which one. Alright, then we have the path there. Dylan S. Alright. Dylan S has already left the park, I'm afraid. So that's not gonna happen. Can't you just swap the colors? You're a genius. You're an absolute genius. Nadine S. I think Nadine S might still be in the park. Actually, no. She isn't. But yeah, that color swapping was a great idea. I didn't think of that at all. This color kind of weird from this angle, but from this angle it looks okay. It's the shading, you know, the sun falls on it differently or whatever. Let's do 111 then. Also not in the park. Thank you, Top Lank. Interesting name. 222. Nope. Alright, let's actually build the stalls here. 237 then, the numbers of viewers. Wait, it says we have 237 viewers. Then it says 204 on my part. But yeah, 237 isn't in the park either. You're having a bit of bad luck this time. Okay, we have space for 2 more stalls. Let's do a t-shirt stall and a hat stall. Just like McGonagall. If you get that reference, I'm proud of you. 228 is also not in the park. They're 227 and 229. You know what? I'll drown them both. The average is 228. Thank you for the follow, Smelly Meat. Alright, let's make the hats green. And the shirts. And you know what? We're gonna keep with the color theme. You're the best roller coaster player ever. Not entirely sure about that, but thank you. I'm certainly the best in some areas. In other areas, not so much. I mean, you can see how much I'm struggling with a little bit of scenery. For some reason, I like this angle of the plaza the best. Now, there needs to be something in here. Remember, I'm still kind of in the medieval mode myself, but it doesn't need to be medieval. That's only for the entrance. So this can be basically whatever. This can be very generic. What if we do a lot of flowery beds? What if we continue the theme? Hang on, let me try something. What if we just do... Does that look nice? I kind of like that. What areas do you consider yourself the best? Scenario play. Easily. Yellow and orange flowers and white ones. You know what's funny? I automatically do... Whenever I need to do flower beds, I automatically alter with whatever this one is. In a checkerboard pattern. Because it just works. The bedless flowers might look better. So you mean the ones with more or just the tiny ones? Like these. I can... Hang on. If I just do that... Well, hang on. I can do all 3 colors. Do hedgerows and topiaries. What the hell? What's topiary? Isn't the or is the topiary like these? Like this shaped trees. I can do those around the outside. But let me try something. And that one there, and then 3. Okay, and then white. Like that. And you know what's gonna go in the last one. Oh, hang on, we need yellow there as well. Orange. Like that. It looks like there's no pattern in it. I'm not so sure about this. Although it doesn't look ugly. Needs a fence around it. You're absolutely right. When did you learn English? I was... Yeah, how old was I? 7 or so. It depends on what you classify as knowing English. Because when I was 7 or 8, I definitely knew a few words. This is not a defense. And that's why I built them on the outside, so that I can remove them easily. Yeah, I'm also removing those fences, which isn't nice, but... flower pattern is too bright. I don't necessarily agree with that, though. But, you know, I got English in school for the first time when I was 9. Which was in group 7. Usually you're 10 when you start group 7. That was 9. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the flowers here. I like this. Yeah, they do coordinate well. Okay, let's fix this. I'm gonna expand the flowers to everything. To the other 4 corners. So yeah, I got it in school for the first time when I was 9. That's the wrong color. There we go. And then, you know, in high school I got it as well. Which, you know, I went to high school when I was 11. And, well, so on, I suppose. You know, I kept getting better and better at it. And eventually I learned to speak it like this. Now, there was a big jump in my English ability. Between... I think it might be quite bright if you fill all corners like that. We'll see. I can always remove it later. Between 2nd and 3rd grade in high school, I started to watch a lot of YouTube videos. Mostly in English, you know, the likes of Smosh and stuff. And that vastly improved my English. It's astounding. In grade 1 and 2, I usually got like... I usually got like a 6 on average on English. On the grammatical tests and, you know, stuff like that, which is basically theoretical knowledge. And then when in grade 3 and on, I suddenly got like 8s and 9s out of 10. Without any more effort. And that's basically English that I learned not in school. No, we do not use letters. And, you know, I kind of understand how the letters work. Although, what I find really weird is how, in America at least, stuff is usually graded on a curve. Which means that if I did amazingly well on a test, but everyone else happened to do great as well, I suddenly didn't do all that great. And I understand the purpose behind that, but sometimes, you know, a class just does well on a test. Yeah, most Dutch schools... Oh wait, this is too bright. Most Dutch schools use 1 to 10. Although... my primary school only used 1 to... Well, 5 to 8. You couldn't really get anything below a 5. And if you were, you know... got such bad grades that you got below a 5... you would be getting extra help and stuff. And yeah, you couldn't really get anything above an 8. And I was quite good at math, although it was called like calculating, rekenen, but you know, literally translated it's like calculating. But you know, let's call it math. I was quite good at that, and my lowest grade ever was a 7.5 out of 8, and my highest grade ever in primary school in math was an 8.3 out of 8. So I did quite well on that. Alright, what's your question? Yang Wenley. Let's see. Fence. They're on a guest of your choice. 333. Are they still in the park? They are not. Unfortunately. This is a tough one. Which city is home to the tallest modern pyramidal building? What's the definition of a pyramid here? Thank you for the follow, Topwank. 444. Nope. 555. Nope. 666. Nope. 777. Yes, and they are just brand new. Like, modern pyramid building. I mean, there's the Louvre. Alright, 777 it is. There they go. There's the Louvre, of course, which probably isn't the largest. Otherwise it would be too easy. Good question. I don't think for some reason I'm getting Sydney in my head, but probably not. I don't know. I do remember reading something about this though. Well, thank you, Broken Set Online, and welcome to your first stream. Hang on, I needed 2 fences here. There we go. Isn't the Empire technically a pyramid? This is pointy. I mean, then the Burj Khalifa is a pyramid. That's what I kind of asked with the definition of a pyramid. I like this. I like this entrance plaza. Hey, what's up, Doki? How you doing? Thank you for the follow, Broken Set. I like that we still have the merry-go-round just shoved in the corner. It's the Trans-America Pyramid in San Francisco. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Surrounded with some nice trees. Yeah, we do need that. Oh, whoops. There we go. Fix that. I want to do that. Oh. So, I like that. I'm doing very good, thank you very much. Hope you're having a lovely stream. Yeah, it is lovely. It took 2 hours to make this. I'm a very fast builder, as you can see. Trees. Well, I love myself some of these. How do I properly space these? I didn't think at all about proper spacing when I chose the size of this. Is this the first Marcel RTT stream where he hasn't built a coaster in 2 hours? Probably, yes. And then like that. And then like that, and that, and that, and that. I mean, we got some trees now, I suppose. This park is not downloaded. No, I've made it myself. Well, the terrain was generated with an algorithm. But all the other stuff, you know, I've made myself. Thank you for the follow, Axion. Okay, what if I just... Or should I swap these around? Or, maybe... Should replace some of these. And then like that. If I do that. How about that? Does that work? I'm not sure. Do we need a solid line of trees? Hey Neri, what's up? 3 hugs from Marcel, thank you. You got gifted a sub earlier. What is a flat white? You mean a flat right? Or maybe some bushes or topiaries in between? Yeah, maybe. Let's try some. What if we do like these neat ones or something? Does that work if we just do like kind of a row of them? I'm just trying random stuff basically. It's I don't hate it so far. Yeah, we need to leave that open because I'm gonna build path through there anyway. This ain't bad. Or should this be one more on the outside? I'm also having struggle with this. It does not work. Well, it's not bad. But... Okay, let's at least do that, because the tall grass was annoying me. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't entirely work. Maybe lower bushes on the outside. Hang on, let me first remove all of these. I always struggle with putting trees around that kind of stuff. And this is a good example of that. I mean, I could just leave it like this. What I could also do is pick a very small tree. Put that in between. That works better at least. I like this. I must say I quite like this. Makes it a bit busy around the outside, I must say. But I do like it. It kind of, yeah, makes this its own little thing. We need more benches, by the way. And I suppose litter bins. Maybe add a spiral slide. Yes, but not... I will not add a spiral slide right in, you know, the entrance plaza. Benches there. On all the corners. Litter bins there. That'll do. Alright. I think then we got this area, the entrance plaza, finished. It would be nuts if we had a first-person view option in this game. There is someone who created a program to do that. It was still very much in the early stages, and I'm not sure if they're still working on it. But they did make it work. You know, you can actually walk on the path, and you know, the path at some point went in the ground, and it doesn't look very good. Like kind of low poly. Even for RCT. But it does work. It did work. Alright. we want to build a ride now. I want to build a coaster. I'm itching for a coaster. I'm gonna build a junior. Okay. How about 238 viewers? Yeah, that's a lot. I wonder what causes the 238 viewers. Am I just so much more interesting now that I'm working on a mega park? Or is there something else at play? Also, someone asked, what is my coffee order? Hooverkins. I don't drink coffee. The last time I ever drank coffee was, I think, like, I don't know, 8 years ago or something. When some people made me try it and I hated it. It's disgusting. Now there's something to fight about. It's getting darker outside sooner, so maybe more people watching streams. That might be the case. Hang on, didn't the clocks go back an hour last night? I'm not sure. Or is it next weekend? Oh, that's next weekend. You see, I'm one of the lucky people who don't notice it at all when the clocks go back or forward. You know, I might miss an hour of sleep or get one extra. I don't notice the difference. So I always have to ask when it, you know, specifically look it up. Or not, because I won't notice the difference anyway. This is not... I should go the other way. Because otherwise it wasn't really panning out the way I wanted it to. Let's go that way. If I go then around there. Does that work? Okay, that doesn't work. How do you all remember when to turn the clock back and forth? I mean, the government kind of announces it when it happens. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do this slightly different. Do you drink tea? No. Interesting fact. My mom thinks it's insane. Very weird that I don't drink coffee or tea. I dislike both. For some reason. I mean, I don't know why. It's just a fact about me. Tea is amazing. No, it isn't. I mean, tea is better than coffee, don't get me wrong. You know, if for example, you just, you know, I was somewhere and I just got given some tea. Sure, I drink it, fair. Tea isn't disgusting. Tea is fine. But I'm not particularly fond of it. Now, if you gave me some coffee, I would refuse it. But you know, when I was in the Scouts, you know, we got tea every now and then. I drink it. It's fine. Kind of want to do an entrance building for this. Do you drink flavored water? No, I just drink water. Which I'm actually very grateful for, because... And I know tea isn't unhealthy, but... You know, I struggle with my weight a lot, and... It's difficult on all kind of fronts, but... One thing that I'll never get too many calories from... is fluid. I pretty much only ever drink water. Which, if I remember correctly, doesn't really have calories in it. Okay, I could go for the standard here and make this, like, you know, your orange and yellow. But we could also go for a theme. Although it's the junior coaster though. Standard is good, I think, for the junior. Summer style fits. For me, coffee kind of kills the hunger feeling. I suppose that can help, but, you know, I hate coffee, so it's not gonna work for me. And then that way. I had to stop drinking Coca-Cola in my house because I drink it every day. I have a friend who got some problems with his guts due to drinking too much Coca-Cola. So yeah, that can be a problem. Now, about this Mega Park, or GigaPark, or whatever you want to call it. It's not gonna be as detailed as Flux Park. You know, it's still my style. Don't expect this kind of detail and this kind of detail in the entire park. Because then, you know, it would take us hundreds of hours to build anything of significance. But yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see what we're gonna. Maybe I'll do it because it's a fun live stream this way. So who knows? Stall area looks amazing now that it's finished. Thank you. Oh, what's your question, Hooverkins? Do you like sparkling water? No. I very rarely drink anything with bubbles in it. I like apple juice. Okay, so this is my junior coast. We're charging 11.60 for it, which is nice. Name at least 5 Canadian cities or you'll have to drink tea. Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Quebec City, Fort St. John, Prince George, Victoria, Hamilton, London, Winnipeg, Gimli, Saskatoon, Regina, Halifax, Richmond, Vancouver. What else do we got? I think there's also just a normal St. John. I think that might be all the Canadian cities I know. Windsor, that's another one in the like the Toronto corridor. I mean, if you give me a chance to show off a little bit like that, I will show off. Let me take a sip of water, which is very healthy. He knows more than I do and I'm American. I mean, Illakit. Oh, that's right. You got the Yellowknife and Whitehorse, which are 2 capitals of one of the 3 territories. Illakit is the other capital, I think. Or now Iqaluit. Not Illaquit. I'm probably pronouncing it horribly. Anyway. I mean, but yeah, I'm interested in geography. I've specifically learned Canadian cities. So it's no wonder that I know more than you if you don't do that. That's not me saying I'm smart. That's just, you know, I can play better guitar than you if you haven't learned it. Because, well, you haven't learned it. Hang on. Why are some of these trees? These are the same trees, but they are in a different orientation. Do you notice that? These are the same trees, but you can't rotate trees. Hang on, did that... I think the scatter rotated them. Are you Dutch? Name all the Netherlands. Do you have 30 minutes? The last time I tried to name as many Dutch cities as I could, I got to like 230. Which is quite a few. Oh yeah, these are rotating as well. How have I never noticed that? Weird. I really didn't know that. Now that you say it, I do remember knowing it. Most people only know 3. Vancouver, Montreal, and Toronto. I think a lot of people will know Ottawa as well. I mean, it is the capital. I know it's not very large. Well, compared to the other 3, it's a bit smaller anyway. What shall we name this? It's got to be some kind of fairly generic name. I don't think a lot of people know Quebec City. They might know Quebec as a province, but they might not know that Quebec City exists. I didn't know until I started learning Canadian cities. Woodpecker, banana split. I like woodpecker. It's very generic, but it fits. Name a ride of your choice. Name the coaster Todd. Well, that was a channel point reward, so there we go, Todd. It's a generic name. And it works. I told my dad how you said to say hi to him, and he said, I'm famous in the Netherlands. Nice. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I know Quebec City because I live in the province. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like someone living in Drenthe doesn't know Assen. Although, to be honest, pretty much every Dutch person knows Assen. I think. Maybe that's just me being biased because I know it, because I grew up in Drenthe. Alright, Cringe Bro, what's your question? Can we make it a thing in this park to just name all the coasters generic people names? Maybe. Yeah, the TT is an Assen. Let's do some benches in the bins. Can you name all the federal states and all their capitals of Germany? No, but I'll see how far I can come. There's Saarland with the capital probably Saarbrücken. There's Berlin with Berlin, Bremen with Bremen, and Hamburg with Hamburg. There's Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. Okay, round 197. They are not in the park anymore, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, they might actually be. Oh, they are. They're on Todd. They're riding Todd. Well, not for longer. What else do you have? You have Rhineland, Westphalia. You have Saxony. You have Lower and Upper Saxony. You have Saxony-Anhalt. I think that's as far as I can get. Oh yeah, my flowers are dying. Let's fix that. There we go. Yeah, just like the guest also withered. Pretty okay for a non-German. At some point, you know, a few months ago I learned all the German states, but I haven't been keeping up. So I forgot quite a few again. And I might know, like, the names of a couple of more capitals. Like, maybe Leipzig or Dresden is a capital, but, you know, maybe they're not. I don't know. Okay, I must say I quite like Todd, but I feel like there might be something missing. Maybe it's a pond, maybe it's some kind of, like somewhere here, maybe some kind of scenery. There are some people making a lot of noise outside. Let's try a pond. Oh yeah, station building. I need that. I forgot about that. I even said I was gonna build one. Yeah, the pond already makes it a lot better. Maybe a fence around the coast. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, station building. Alright, let's see what we got. What if I... I have some building block in mind. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, this one. The corrugated steel base. What if I... I'm going very heavily leaning into the colors here of orange and yellow. Does this work? And then of course I can make them yellow where it's yellow. Yeah, it works. And then, I think we need entrances. I think that looks better. What's your number one quality pleasure food? Probably spaghetti carbonara. I really, really like that. Yeah, this works. This works quite nicely. Other than that, I mean, there's always rundsaus, which is a custom recipe from my mom. If you want the recipe, it is in my Q&A video I made back in the summer of 2019. Okay, let's remove this and give it a proper place. I want a proper merry-go-round. That wasn't a joke, by the way. It's literally there. Someone asked for it. I gave it. Apparently, someone made it as well from the recipe and really liked it. Which I got a comment about, you know, sometime later. Which was really nice. Yeah, you know, I've never made it myself. I don't even know the recipe. I mean, I could look it up. I literally made a video about it. But, yeah, it takes a very long time. But she often makes it when I'm visiting. And it's really, really good. It's, you know, basically rice with rundsaus, which is some, you know, rund is Dutch for kind of cow. Or any kind of, well, not necessarily cow, bison or whatever. Those kind of animals. And saus is, well, sauce. Here are all the states and their capitals. Bremen, Bremen, Hamburg, Hamburg, Berlin, Berlin. Well, those were easy. Saarland, Saarbrücken, Schleswig-Holstein, Kiel, yeah, I know Kiel, Thuringia. Oh, Erfurt is actually a capital. That's interesting. I like Erfurt. Saxony, Dresden, Rhineland, Palatinate, Mainz. I didn't know about Mainz. Saxony-Anhalt, Magdeburg, Hesse. Oh, of course, Hesse. Wiesbaden. I didn't know Wiesbaden either. Mecklenburg, Western Pomerania. What a name. Schwerin. Nee, Schwerin. Brandenburg, Potsdam. North Rhine-Westphalia. Düsseldorf. Baden-Württemberg. I mean, what a name. Stuttgart, Lower Saxony, Hanover. And Bavaria, München. How did I forget about Bavaria? Come on. It's literally the most famous state. Well, German state. I forgot about it. That's kind of weird. It shows you how much differently I perceive them. I don't know Bavaria because it's famous. Well, I kind of just know Bavaria because I know it, but I'll look at it differently. How did I forget Munich? Well, it's not necessarily that I forgot Munich, because I mean, I didn't forget Dresden either. Like, Dresden was a capital, right? Or, you know, Erfurt. I didn't forget about Erfurt. I just didn't know they were a capital. The reason I like Erfurt is because there's an ice skating rink there. And I like ice skating. Ask a geography question. How short is the cooldown on that? I'm wondering now, because usually you guys don't use it that often. I'm fine with it though, but I thought it was longer. Though it's just because you guys didn't use it often. Although, if it used this frequently, I might need to increase the cooldown a little bit. I'm happy that you're using it though, because I'm very interested in geography. Only 5 minutes. Might need to double that. This might be too specific. Can you guess my hometown? It's the second biggest port city on the eastern coast of the United States. Hang on, what is port city? Just any city with a port? Boston? I would presume New York is the biggest. Or is Washington technically on the east coast? I mean, is the Potomac, how far inland does it become a river and not sea anymore? Do you skate yourself? Nope, but I love watching it and I am a keeper of various statistics in speed skating. I have documents with tons of statistics. I have a Twitter account dedicated to speed skating statistics, which is followed by quite a few prominent speed skaters, which is nice. Okay, do we want to decorate this merry-go-round or just keep it? Oh, I need some staff. We got some litter. Could use a few of those as well. How about some entertainers? Is this the first merry-go-round? Well, it's called merry-go-round 1, but it's actually the third I've built in this park. Just give it different entrances. That already can do a lot. How about... I really like wooden. Petition for a speed skating ride. There might already be a custom one. Wouldn't be surprised if there was. Also, wouldn't really be surprised if there wasn't. Alright. I must be honest. I'm kind of struggling to visualize really what we're going to do now with the park. But someone give a suggestion. What kind of theme shall I build? And then that'll give me inspiration. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Trinnan's Playground. Mine theming. That's not a bad idea. How about Egyptian? I think Egyptian is a good one to start with. Because that's an easy one. Fire all my stuff. Well, that was predictable. There we go. Luckily, stalls don't have to be inspected. Otherwise, these could never be inspected. Haven't sold anything. No, right. That doesn't work. How's the park going? Quite well. We got an entrance plaza now. I mean, we got... You sang the water theme. I'm not really sure what we do with water theme. Other than that, we basically have only one vote for every theme. So I'm just gonna do Egyptian. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, I definitely need some more money. How about I give myself another 100k. There we go. Near the end of year 2 and only at 324 guests. That's actually nearly the pace we need. Surprisingly. You know what, I'll include the merry-go-round in the Egyptian area. Maybe space the areas a bit more. But I was gonna make them bigger than I did in the previous park. So yeah, I wanted to kind of start with more gradual transitions. I wouldn't really know how to do a gradual transition to like an Egypt area though. That seems kind of tricky to me because suddenly you go sand. No, the goal is 20. It's 5,000 at the end of year 25. So yeah, no, we have plenty of time. Now, of course, we need to remove the trees. Because, well, this is Egypt. Grass, half grass with shrubs. How do you do half grass? You mean like alternating sand and grass? Because I think that looks kind of ugly. Or, you know, that doesn't really work all that well. The dirt grass. That also doesn't really work. That's too much like jungle. I don't think that will work. Yeah, I was thinking just building a big wall around it. I mean, it's not super ugly. Or a moat. Yeah, I mean, maybe if I do this in a bigger scale, it kind of would work. I could build a river around it. Maybe that's a better idea. Alright, let me get rid of all this. And make it like that again. Then I kind of want to have this a little bit more that way. Oh, hang on. What if the river ends up in this watery bit? That's already there. If we go like that. Then I would need to alter it a little bit though. The merry-go-round needs to go again. I'll place it here for now. There we go. That's the 4th instance. Path must go. Ooh, we actually got one of those still. Okay, now it's time to build a river here. The problem is there are hills here. Maybe it's best if I start building backwards. Because if I, want to make it a believable river, it needs to cut quite deep in here. Which might be a problem. I mean, look at that. Yeah, you say or make waterfalls. The problem is, it comes back down here again. Oh, thank you for the follow. WH17E. Maybe the river comes from further up the hill. And forks. But that can work. Then we got kind of like a little pond here. And the hill is coming up from there. Yeah, that can work. I'm really pushing myself outside my comfort zone here. Which I suppose is good. I mean, this area is screwed now. The land here. It was so nice. And now it's all screwed up. Oh well, let's start with a pond. A little bit deeper. I must say, I feel kind of uncomfortable doing this. But it's fine. Because apparently a lot of you people are liking this. Alright, that's a fair pond. And then we're gonna... yeah, I'm gonna have to do that in just waterfall since I want to keep it NCSO. Which means no custom scenery, by the way. An icy area on top of this mountain isn't very believable. It's like 10 meters taller than the rest. Oh, we got rain for the first time. That shows you how infrequently it rains in hot and dry areas. Alright, then we go this way. And then here it forks. I'll fix the waterfall later. This is kind of how you do it in Minecraft. You know, your infinite water sources. And then this is where the river's gonna go. And like that. And then off the side of the map. That's one part of the river. And then here we're gonna continue like that. Now we're gonna go one deeper. Now like that. I'm gonna have to fine tune this later, but that's okay. Needs quite a few bits of fine tuning. This doesn't need to be quite as low still. Alright. Do we want to keep this like this, or do we want to make it one lower? Alright, let's first make the waterfalls. I think that's a good idea. Oh, I've completely forgot. The waterfalls need to be too tall. Otherwise, because, you know, we don't have... I mean, I could glitch that in. Hang on, if I just do... If I use zero clearance, I prefer to use not too much, but every now and then is fine. Yeah, no. Okay. Do you remember when I said I don't want to use zero clearance? That is why. Or maybe the icy wall. I can use the icy wall. What does it look like if I do that? Oh, right. This is already... And this needs to be... Like that. Two tiles tall is fine once the water gets placed. Right. The river is wider here than I thought it would be. And also taller already. But let's see what happens if I just kind of just start filling the water. It looks fine though. Yeah, because the water itself has a terrain edge. Yeah, that's why it does work. Although it works here because the land is elevated, right? Hang on. No, it isn't. That's just the way it looks. Only when it's at different heights. Let's see. Yeah, this goes down quite fast here. But that's okay. If I do it like that. It's quite broad for a small pond source. It is. Oh yeah, I don't have any money. I have lots of money. But that's fine though. Okay, what if I now make this icy everywhere? And then put in waterfalls. Okay, there are a few things not right here. Here just the land needs to be changed. There we go. I think there the land needs to be changed. And there as well. New intertext. Welcome to the stream. We will build a park, but first I will rob the bank. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, hang on. I forgot an icy bit there. And yeah, you have reeled me right out of my comfort zone. Which is, you know, good, I suppose. Because... Hang on, did I... Why can't I make this lower? Zero clearance is off. Oh, now it works. Oh, hang on. Why? It's because of how the land works. Even with zero clearance, it doesn't work. Well, I can build it there, but not... It's because the land is sloped there, it doesn't work. You sent a pic with what you meant with the transition thing. Oh, that. Yeah, that kind of works, I suppose. Although that does take up a lot of space. Like, a lot. Copy paste with the tile inspector. Not a bad idea. First, I'll do this, though. I'll fix whatever I can fix without it. And then I'll do the tile inspector. Copy paste is fairly quick, so that'll be fine. Nope. There we go. Copy. And then it's on this tile, right? Yes. Okay. I understand now. It keeps going underground. That's the problem. And that's also the problem we had earlier. Yeah, this has become quite a tangent from making an Egyptian area. I mean, it kind of still works here. So if I do it here, and then yeah, you need to lower it, of course. That still works. That doesn't look too bad. There we go. Yeah, it won't fall from the tiles on the outside. I can make the tops, the drops too high, but it would keep the same problem with the sides. So the thing is, if I like did it perfectly everywhere, you know, the drops, so that we wouldn't have problems with the sides, that is a possibility. But that would require a lot of fiddling and wouldn't look very natural. So, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Luckily, we can easily rotate all this stuff, though, in the Town Inspector. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's never going to be perfect if you use all this stuff. Because this is very powerful, but it's not all powerful. What if you pull the terrain up next to the water? Yeah, but, you know, if I do that here, then it'll just... If I put it up here, it will just, you know, make this the problem. Make the next tile the problem tile. If I do it here, it will work. But in other areas, it won't work. And that's just the unfortunate truth of life. That went philosophical. Yeah, the unfortunate truth of how this works. Just put up one tile. Yeah, but then you still get the edge of the... I mean, then you get that, kind of. And that doesn't really work, I think. I don't know, it's difficult. Make cliffs. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of cliffs in the river. I mean, I think this looks alright. It's a big river. Yeah, we need to lower all of these tiles, obviously. Also, I'm getting a bit tired. Not mentally, but just physically. Oh, hang on, that's not what I meant. I meant to do. No. Need to click on a waterfall. And click on that waterfall. But it's amazing, though, that we still have 200 viewers. Of the way the park looks right now. Thank you. It's a river and this. Yeah, I could like alter the river and make it so that these bits are... There must have been people who've done this before, right? I could use custom scene. Okay, what do you guys think? Custom scenery or not custom scenery? I often like to go no custom scenery. But there are good custom scenery items for this to make all this waterfall underground unnecessary and make it actually a lot smoother. I think what you got there is plenty fine. Yeah, it does look okay. I have a special place in my heart for all vanilla parks. Yes, I do too. Well, it wasn't the last big waterfall I had in mind, Slime, though. I had like a slope waterfall in mind. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Tesseract Gaming. So, I'm kind of want to just stay all vanilla, just for the sake of it. We can alter that later, but I think now I kind of have to finish the stream since I am getting quite tired. I want to go to bed soon. So, yeah. But the stream was a lot of fun. And, you know, we'll continue this probably on Wednesday. And if not on Sunday. I'm very excited for that. I'm excited for this park. Aren't you guys? But let's see if I can find a suitable streamer to raid. No one is online. Well, no one that I follow anyway. I mean, Bilky is online. Let's raid Bilky. Come on, mute. Why doesn't my Twitch mute button work? Anyway, let's raid Bilky. And I thank you all very much for the stream. I thank everyone for watching. We had a lot of viewers. That's pretty amazing. And, of course, a lot of support. A level 5 hype train, which was pretty cool. So thank you all. I'll see you all on Wednesday or Sunday or on YouTube. Tomorrow's video is a few cool Mobius coaster, by the way. which is nice. And I will see you in the next live stream. Have a good night. Bye bye.